Hey there, and welcome to MTG Meow, Magic Enjoyed Other Ways.
Meow!
I'm Scott.
And I'm Abbey.
And today we are going to do a sealed event with the Aenyr custom magic set. As you can see, we're...
Aenyr.
Yep, great name, great name. As you can see, we're going to be building the deck on planesculptors.net. If you want to try building your own sealed decks, then the link is in the description to try it out. We have 6 Aenyr boosters, and we're going to go ahead and start the event here, so... Seems like it's good. Mm-hmm. Real quick before we get in, some strategies. You know, Aenyr is very much a multicolored set, so you'd expect maybe it to be slower with lots of mana fixing and stuff like that. But in the exhibition matches that we did, it seemed like the aggressive decks really kind of had the edge, you know? Like, you kind of just destroyed me with your... Jeskai Artist deck, and when it was the Bard's deck, I mean, if you had that Bard's equipment, I mean, you just wrecked me. Even with all my Satyr synergies. Even though I pulled out in the end, it was still very, very close. So keeping that in mind, we might want to go aggressive if we can, and if not, we'll see if we can play as many colors as humanly possible. Either way, let's go ahead and start and see what our sealed pool looks like. Alright, so we have our whole pool here. Let's go ahead and sort by rarity, see what kind of... rares and or mythics we got, if we were so lucky.
The excitement!
Alright, so...
Oh, what's that?
We have some... Alright, so no mythics. We do have some... We have, of course, some rares. So let's go ahead and take a look. We have Duskwood Shaman, Satyr. Whenever another creature dies, if it's the first creature that died this turn, choose one, put a +1/+1 counter on him, scry 2, or gain 3 life.
That's not bad.
Not bad for a 1-drop, for sure. And with the Satyr deck, it's very easy for things to die. Next up, we have Hazewalker, white and a black card, flash, lifelink. If an opponent would gain life, you gain that much life.
Ooh, snatch that.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, we have to... But again, ignoring that last line of text, if our opponent never gains life, if they have no way to gain life, this is just a 4-mana 3/2 flash lifelink, which is just like a good, common, kind of mediocre, uncommon, you know?
I guess.
Well, we'll keep it in mind. Anyway, we have Masterly Maneuver, red-white. Choose target creature or player. Until end of turn, if a source would deal damage to an attacking creature you control, it deals that much damage to the chosen creature or player instead. So that's a very aggressive card, since you have to have an attacking creature and this still deals damage. That actually seems very good in kind of a white-red aggressive deck, so good to keep in mind. Painter's Servant, a fun reprint, so it turns everything, cards in hand, cards in libraries, cards in the battlefield, into a different color, so that's kind of cool. We have a Renegade Fortune Teller, hybrid for blue and black. Each opponent plays the top card of his or her library revealed. You may play the top card of your opponent's libraries. Wow, so that's kind of cool.
That's interesting.
So even if like you're playing a blue-black deck, say, and your opponent's playing a red deck or whatever, you might say like, well, I won't be able to play any of their cards. Yeah, but you can play the mountains off the top of their libraries and then eventually play their cards. So that's pretty cool. Then lastly, we have Thoughtstorm. Until end of turn, whenever you draw a card, Thoughtstorm deals 2 damage to target creature or player. And then you draw a card. Interesting. So you have to spend 4 mana, and then you have to do more things where you draw a card. I guess if you have creatures that like tap to draw a card, or if they've triggered abilities where you draw a card, it's good. But, yeah, interesting. So, we have actually some quite underwhelming rares here.
Yeah,
I mean, Thoughtstorm is meh, Hazewalker's meh. I like Masterly Maneuver, and I like Renegade Fortune Teller, and Duskwood Shaman's kind of whatever. So we might want to consider either like Boros colors or blue and black. So it's unfortunate that there's no overlap between these two, but let's go ahead and sort by color so we can see what the rest of our sealed pool brings us with our commons and uncommons.
Yeah, let's see what this pans out to.
We just have all our multicolors here, but we'll take a look at those last. So let's take a look at white. Evanescing Chords. So again, we're not going to go over the cards that we saw a lot in our exhibition matches, so if you want to see more of this set and whatever, and more of those cards, be sure to check those out. But then anyway, this one has Resonance, where you can blink a creature. Another one, Quell Eloquence. I like that as a removal spell.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Yeah, it's not bad. It was really only good against aggressive strategies, though, because I mean, if you just put this on your opponent's like really big dude or like their utility guy, might not do too much. Then we have these guys. When it enters the battlefield, target creature gets +1/+1, gains vigilance. I mean, those are fine in an aggressive deck. Silkfinder Ranger, protection from spiders, sure.
All right.
And Young Dreamer, when it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1. So that's kind of good with the blinking cards, but I don't know if it's really going to be worth it. So yeah, white seems okay. We have these kind of good removal cards if we're going to be a slower deck, but other than that, it's meh, whatever. All right, moving on to blue. Aven Vocalist, whenever you cast a multicolored spell, put a +1/+1 counter on him. Wow, that's very good.
Not bad.
Ballad of Somnolence. Tap a creature, does not tap. Alright, Resonance, sure. Captivating Performer. Oh, you can pay all mana, gets +3/+3, and can't be blocked this turn. So
That's interesting.
that is very interesting if you can make all mana. And looking at our... Just taking a quick look at what we have here, we have a decent amount of mana
you
fixing.
could do it.
We'll see. We'll see. Alright, let's keep moving. And we have a Deep Sea Dream Hunter, can attack unless a card has been put into a graveyard, sure. Dreamborn Vision, draw 2 cards or create a 2/2 blue. Interesting, okay. Is that a... Oh, it's a sorcery? Huh.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Hat Trick, tap 3 creatures, draw cards. So we have a couple tap things between all of this. Maybe a tempo-y deck. When it enters the battlefield, target player draws a card, then discards a card, sure. Refute, counter target spell, blah, blah, blah. Show must go on, draw cards equal number of cards. Alright, I wasn't that impressed with Imaginarium during the games. It was just really hard to turn on unless you have a ton of multicolored cards that can go in the graveyard. So these I'm not too impressed with. Blue seems less impressive than white, and white didn't even see that impressive, so I'm not very impressed. So
yeah, I mean the only thing that really seems good in blue is the Captivating Performer.
Captivating, if you can hit all 5 colors.
If you can get all 5 colors.
And even Vocal is not bad too. So
that's true. That one's pretty good.
Alright, now for black we have Beneath the Mask, can either make player discard 2 or create a 3/3. That's pretty good. We have 2 of those. Broomwing, sacrifice a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on it, you lose a life. That's okay. It's not terrible. Dance Macabre, more Imaginarium stuff. Deepening Dementia, destroy target creature, then choose a player. That player... Oh, so they mill equal to its power. Okay, that's a decent removal spell. Then there's these mill cards. Oh wow, we got a lot of mill cards, but I don't think we're going to go mill. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, yep, we saw all these. Discard a card, it gains Death Touch. Oh, that's not bad. You can kind of sandbag some lands or whatever, and then trade off for your opponent's big guys.
Yeah.
Phantom of Ashiok, sure. Satyr Brawler. Oh, that's not bad, but and then we have 2 ultimate prize. So black, so far seems like the best one that I've seen.
So
like,
far,
these
yeah.
Beneath the Masks seem pretty good. You can, I mean, Mind Rot is a great card, but it's bad when you like top deck it and both you and your opponent don't have any cards in hand. But this one, if you top deck this one, even if your opponent has no cards in hand to make them discard, you can still make a 3/3. Or if they are down to 2 cards or 3 cards in their hand, you can make them discard 2 good things.
Right. There's a good alternative condition if nobody has cards in hand.
And we have some good removal with Deepening Dementia and Ultimate Price. So yeah, I mean, so far black seems best. But anyway, moving on to Blazing Sonnet, deals damage to target creature or player with the total number of cards in their hand. Okay, interesting. We have 3 of those. Deafening Ballad, creatures can't block, sure. Flame Dance Prodigy, sure. Goblin Chef. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, choose one. Creature has +2/+0, or creature can't block. That's not bad in an aggressive deck. Ukuleleist, not bad.
Yeah, that one's good.
Wow, we have 3 of them. So, I mean, if you have multiples of these guys out, then whenever you cast a multicolored spell, you'll be able to really sift through your deck. Or loot through your deck.
But
Hyrule Bandit can't be blocked by a creature with the power 1 or less. Okay, that's kind of good, so he's going to trade with a better guy. Inner Flame, enchanted creature has +2/-2. When an enchanted creature dies, Inner Flame deals 2 damage to a player. Wow, that's a pretty good removal spell for little guys. So basically you just kill your opponent's guy with 2 or less toughness and deals 2 damage to them. Cursus Mongrel, that guy was very good.
Yeah, that was very
good.
Yeah,
sure, he has 1 toughness, but if you have first strike, it doesn't really matter. Piercing Shout, destroy an artifact, deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Wow, that's pretty good too. And Red Rock Mauler, Trample and Renown. Okay, so red, again, seems pretty good. You know?
Yeah, black and red are seeming pretty
Blazing
strong.
Sonnet, not so great, but... Oh, cards in each player's hand. Okay, so I mean, as long as we sandbag a few cards in our hand, then it's fine. But yeah, so black and red so far seem like where we might want to be. But let's check out green. Chromesthesia. All right. So you can give a creature +2/+2. Then depending on what colors you also cast this with, it can either get Lifelink or Hexproof, Death Touch, and First Strike.
That's fascinating.
Daring Minstrel. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Can get bigger. Flourishing Chord, good for fixing. Kenra Mystic, yeah, that guy's fine. Lone Poet's very nice.
Yeah, Lone Poet was bomb.
Parade Mastodon, whenever it attacks another creature against trample, just a beefy guy. Prismavore, Imaginary, gets +1/+1 for each color. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Satyr Wayfinder, alright, that's a good one. Surreal Grandeur, has reach and trample, gets +1/+1. Okay, so there's a lot of Imaginarium stuff here. And wow, so this one, another one of those, like we saw with Beneath the Mask, that's pretty good. Either you can have a creature you control fight another creature, so it's a decent removal spell, or you create a 2/2 wolf, and it's an instant.
Nice.
Wow. So, geez, just those in green make me kind of want to go green. So green, red, and black kind of seem like where we want to be, kind of the Jundi colors. So, but we haven't even gotten to the multicolors yet. So let's take a look.
Yeah, save the best for last, I guess.
I have a feeling this is going to be a tough build because in these multicolored sets where you have so much mana fixing, it's always very tempting to just play as many colors as possible so that we get the highest power. So we're going to really have to see what we're going to do. But anyway, we have Book Pest, power equal to the greatest number of cards in a player's graveyard. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Carnival Sentinel, whenever a player discards one or more cards, deals 1 damage to target player. Okay, discard, yeah, I mean, we have to make them discard. I guess that's fine with, like, Beneath the Mask, but I don't know if we'd really want to do that. Chromewing Idealon, very nice. Deathwood Shaman, or Duskwood Shaman, yep. Fearless Feline.
That one's good.
We saw that very good if you can gain some life. Hazewalkers, whatever. I mean, Hazewalker does work well with Fearless Feline. You attack with him, gain 3 life, and then play this guy as a 5/5, so... Manifestation of Vitality, also very good at gaining life. Masterly Maneuver, yep. Membrane of Souls, yeah, that one's not bad. If we can, like, blink it with Evanescing Cord, then we can keep creating souls, spirits, flying spirits.
Yeah.
Mistwalker Idealon, Trample, and Lifelink, sure. Wow, we got a lot of Lifelink things, so... Phantasmal Triad is whatever. Poison Advantage, fine Trick. Psychic Lacerations, okay. Renegade Fortune Teller, again, that's the good blue-black card that we saw. Search for Inspiration, so yeah, that lets you search, look the top 5 cards for a color and put them in your hand if you want. Soaring Pursuit, target creature gets +2/+1, gains flying and haste, that's bleh. Spellslinger Duelist, Spell Slicer Duelist, when it enters battlefield. Non-creature spells target opponent cast cost 2 more to cast until your next turn. Okay, whatever. Sunfire Choreography does 2 damage to target creature player. Add 2 mana into your mana pool. Well, that's kind of nice. You can kill something and then follow up with something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kill something and get your mana back, basically.
Thoughtstorm's just whatever. And Voice of Lost Songs, it's good if you have a lot of resonance. Wow. Okay.
This is going to be hard.
Yeah, this is going to be very hard. All right, just taking a quick look at our mana, though. We have some good Jund fixing here. Some, like, black, red, green fixing. And we have a decent amount of, like, blue fixing. Not a ton of white. So white might be the hardest color to splash. So what we're going to do here is I think we're going to put the cards, we're just going to leave the cards here that I'm happy to play, that I really would like to play. And then we'll kind of go through those and we'll see what's left over and make some more cuts. Or if we need to, bring things back to pad out the deck. So we'll cut to what we want to keep. Alright, so here we are after eliminating all the things that I'm not too happy about and keeping behind the things that I am happy about. As you'll notice, we kind of got rid of the white cards here. We got rid of the Quell Eloquence because if we're planning on being like an aggressive deck, then this is just not going to be very good because then our opponent won't really care if we're gaining life because they're just going to need to like block our stuff anyway. And if we attack, then like for example, they have a 2/2, we have a 2/2. We put Quell Eloquence on their creature, we attack, they're still going to block, and yeah, sure, we gain 5 life, but they don't care because we're the aggressive deck. So I just don't think it's going to come in. And yeah, we're left with these guys for the good aggressive ones for white, but looking at everything else, I just don't think these guys are going to be good enough to put in for white. So I think we can take these out for now. And because we're not going to be playing white, I think we're going to have to get rid of Masterly Maneuver because we just don't have any white mana fixing as well. If we had like 3 or 4 white lands, then maybe we could play this for free, but I just don't think we can. So we can go ahead and get rid of the white land and the our rare trick, the Masterly Maneuver. You'll also notice we got rid of everything in blue. I mean, the Aven Vocalist is fine, and like there's a couple tempo-y cards, but I just don't think anything was great enough there to make us go blue.
Yeah, the only good blue was the Renegade Fortune Teller.
Oh, the Renegade Fortune Teller?
Yeah, the one that we left in.
Oh, this one, yeah, and this one we don't even need blue. We can just play it if we play black.
Exactly.
So we'll go ahead and get rid of the blue dual lands as well. And for black, we have, these Beneath the Mask, which seems pretty good to me. I'd like to test it out. We have the good removal spell. This guy seems, not the greatest, but in an aggressive deck, I think he's fine because he's just a 2-mana 2/2, which is fine on its own, and he can trade up for our opponent. If they play a 3/3 or 4/4, he'll still attack and get in and trade for it,
Exactly.
And we just discard a land we don't need or something. Satyr Brawler also, not that bad, just creates another 1/1 thing, and Ultimate Price is decent removal. And then we have here for red, we have a Red Rock Mauler. These guys all seem good. We have good removal spell. We have a decent fatty, We're going to need a few bigger things, but depending on how aggressive we are, we might not. Goblin Ukulele seems good. I mean, he can get in for damage in the beginning, and then if we cast these multicolored spells, then, they're good for filtering. Tale of the Lone Hunter also seems just insane. Like you either get a 2/2 Flash Wolf or you fight at instant speed. And then we have Lone Poet, who's good at ramping. So these are the cards that I'm happy about playing. And also here we have Duskwood Shaman, Manifestation Vitality, and this one which we can play since we're still playing blue, and this just seems like a great removal spell. And so here we have 25 cards minus 3, so this is only actually 22 cards that I'm happy to play with, so we're probably going to have to add in 1 or 2 more cards. So let's go ahead and sort by converted mana cost and see what our curve looks like here. Alright.
It looks pretty balanced, actually.
Yeah, it's not bad. We got a good amount of 1-drops. Maybe we might want to cut like 1 Ukuleleist or something, and we have a good amount of 2-drops, although we would be playing might be playing Ultimate Price on turn 1 or 2. Yeah, we could be playing pretty much any of these on turn 2, so... And then we have our turn 3 drops. We got a lot of 4 drops, but this one produces, some good card advantage. This guy gives us other dudes that, can help us get in. So, yeah. So what we're going to need is, if we cut this other... I don't think we want 3 Goblin Ukuleles. Maybe even having 2 is too many, because we only have, 1, 2, 3, 4 multicolored spells? That's just not a lot, So let's take a look at the other Jund cards that we cut and see if we can find any good ones. So we have, we don't have anything with Resonance, Serial Grandeur, whatever. Satyr Wayfinder's not bad, but I don't think we're going to be needing that.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be more aggressive, and just having a 2-mana 1/1 without any Satyr synergies, I don't know. I think we can do better. Poisonous Advantage is an okay trick. Maybe a Mastodon.
Yeah, put in Parade Mastodon.
I mean, it's 6 mana though. We'll put it in the maybe pile. We'll put it up there. What else do we got? We do have Membrane of Souls. If we're playing black, then just creating 3 1/1 spirits is fine. So we'll put that again in the maybe pile. And we have this as a 4/1. Yeah, whatever. We have this guy who's good in the Satyr deck, but we're not getting enough Satyrs to turn him on.
Yeah.
Don't really care about that. We're not playing white for this. This guy's small. We're looking for big guys. I mean, Dream Drinker is just a 5-mana 4/4, so we might want to think about that. Making creatures not be able to block is whatever. This guy, we don't have enough multicolored spells to make him good.
Yeah.
We don't want to put this in our deck because it's going to probably kill most of our creatures. Chromostasia is whatever. I mean, if we tap it for all of our Jund mana, then the creature will get +2/+2 first strike and death touch. I mean, that's fine, but I don't want to have to depend on that. Carnival Sentinel, I mean, that's not bad since we're playing the 2 Beneath the Masks. Then maybe this guy could deal some damage, but he's only a 2/1.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not that impressed. These Broon Wings, I'm so torn on them because, it's a 1-mana 1/1 flyer, and we can sacrifice creatures to make it bigger. Yeah, sure, we lose a life, but if we can get just like a 3/3 flyer...
Yeah, you should put some of those in, I think.
Yeah, so, I mean, and we have this guy who makes an extra guy for us to sacrifice. Do we have anything else that makes extra stuff to sacrifice? I mean, we have these token makers, but...
and you can sacrifice the Ukuleleist.
We could sacrifice ukulele. I'm not even sure. Maybe we'll just play like 1 Ukuleleist. We'll see. Anyway.
I would definitely play 2 because, I mean, if you can get like boom turn 1, turn 2, like boom boom, and then sacrifice them later to Broom Wings, that's great.
Yeah, that is valid. All right, so let's see here. Maybe we don't need this Red Rock Mauler. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe,
we need big guys.
Yeah, we do need a few finishers, so... Alright, so let's see here. So we have 29, minus 3, that's 26. We need to make like 3 cuts or so. So let's see what it looks like if we put in these Broom Wings at 1. I don't really want Dream Drinker. That just seems so mediocre. It's just a vanilla 5-mana 4/4, basically. I'd much rather either have Membrane of Souls, which gives us some flying advantage, and also gives us 4 creatures to potentially sacrifice to this, and it's another multicolored spell for like Goblin Ukuleleists. So it's either that or Parade Mastodon. They both cost 6.
I would take the Souls over Parade Mastodon, though. I mean,
Really?
I know that we need a fatty, but at the same time, like, we're definitely going to be getting Broom Wings out.
Although there is also, we are at 28 minus 3, so that's 25. So we need to make like 2 cuts. Maybe we want to get rid of 1 more Ukuleleist. I'm so worried because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 multicolored spells. Yeah,
well,
we gotta get rid of them.
I mean,
so now we're at 24. We need to make 1 cut. Let's take a look at what else we have. Duskwood Shaman seems pretty good. I mean, if a lot of things are going to be trading off and dying, I mean, that seems pretty good to me. Yeah, these all seem good. Can't wait to just get in for some beats. Lone Poet? Maybe we don't need Lone Poet. I mean, we're not really ramping into anything.
Yeah, I mean, like...
I mean, it'd be nice to have him, so that way if we could get to these things faster, and then we could always sacrifice him to this. I mean, we're justifying playing a lot of iffy things by saying, we can just sacrifice it to the Broom Wing.
We can just sack it, you know.
I don't know. Alright, and Manifestation of Vitality might not be that great either. Maybe we just want to get rid of the Manifestation of Vitality and leave both the fatties in?
Yeah, I think I would do that, because, I mean, it's like...
Yeah, I mean, we don't really care about gaining life, so...
Yeah.
Alright,
It's not, I mean, it'd be better if it was flying, but it's not.
Yeah, that's true. Just a 3-1 on the ground, it's never going to do anything.
Yeah.
So, whereas at least Lone Poet is going to, potentially gain us some life too, and it'll ramp us. So, it'll help us get to 5s and 6s as well.
Yeah, I think Lone Poet would gain you more life than the other thing you just cut.
I don't think that's true, but whatever. Alright, so we're at 26 minus 3, so that's 23. And let's just take one more look. I think I want to try out these Broomwings.
I do too. They seem really interesting.
They do seem interesting. I mean, black doesn't usually get good flyers, but if we can just, sacrifice some things to this, maybe it'll be good. So, like you said, once the Ukuleleist isn't doing anything and Lone Poet on the ground isn't doing anything, then suddenly we get a 3/3 flyer, and that's good for some damage in the air, So, yeah, and then we have these guys who can help us get in. We have lots of good removal.
Yeah.
Some things to do at 3, some things to do at 4. I'm very looking forward to emptying our opponent's hand, getting their last 2 cards. We have some good removal.
Looking forward to emptying my hand.
Of course. I always say opponent, but I do mean you, of course. Renegade Fortune Teller, it's whatever, but, I think I want to try it, and we might get some good card advantage. Brawler's good, creates 2 bodies to sacrifice the Broomwing.
Yep.
This creates 4 bodies. These are just good dudes. So, yeah. I think I like where we are. Our mana is kind of all over the place. We only have double black, double black, double black. So we have to take that in consideration. Double black is the only double we have, and then it seems like...
And we're prepared with that with our dual lands.
Yeah,
so.
And all of our dual lands are black, and then we have a green one and a red one. So we're going to need a lot of black and then some green and red. So cool. All right, so this is the deck that we'll be playing with in the games. I'll be playing this deck. I'll take what we have here, add some basic lands and Cockatrice, and then Abby and I will go ahead and do another sealed deck build, and she'll play that deck. We'll smash them against each other, and we'll see what happens.
Let's try it.
See you then.